Well, good morning, guys. We are headed out to go camping today. I am hoping to get to some woods and build some sort of raised camping situation. So instead of sleeping on the ground or in the back of my truck or in a tent, I'll roll this window up so I don't get the turbo whistle. I'm hoping to build an elevated platform and sleep on it and cook dinner and all that stuff. So anyways, I will catch up with you when we are at the woods. So we have made it to the woods. Technically, it's my property, but it is about an hour drive from my house to get here because I took a whole bunch of back roads. And so we are here, and the truck is loaded down with camping supplies. We will not be suffering, that's for sure. And if I need to go get something, grocery store's not too far away, so we'll go ahead and do that. But anyways, this is what the woods look like, and this is where I'm entering. We haven't cleared the property yet, and so it's just a lot of trees and stuff, but I'm hoping to build something cool. So let's show you the entrance to the woods here. Get in, get parked, start building stuff. Here's where we're going in. Pardon my windshield is a little bit dirty from the rain, but let's go for it. Get in here and get set up. Okay, we've made it to the campsite, and let me show you around a little bit. Let's start getting set up. So this is what we got to work with. We've got the truck, because it came down that road there, path of sorts, and then doing a 360 around me. There is woods, and some more woods, and some more woods. This area I've actually spent a few days back and forth, just kind of relaxing and cleaning up, because it's going to be part of our property. Our house is probably going to be located in their area one day, and then this will be probably approximately where the well is going to be drilled, but we will see. It could be way off. The property marker is way over there, and yeah, it's a big square. So anyways, we're going to try to build something. I think I've selected these 3 trees. So 1 tree, 2 tree, 3 tree. I'm gonna try to make a raised platform up there using those sticks of all the trees that I've cut down that were in the way. We'll see if that actually happens, but we're gonna do that. And then there's a fire pit starting right here because there's a stump that I'm getting rid of slowly but surely. So we're gonna build that and start a fire and enjoy the evening and not try to get killed by this dead tree. One day I'll cut it down, but for right now it's standing pretty straight, so I'm not too worried about it. So anyways, let's get some fire going, some tree building going, and get back up with you with some progress. Okay, it is dinner prep time. Let me adjust the a tiny bit higher so you can see my noggin. I am working on making what I call a spicy roast. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take this cast iron skillet or a Dutch oven, and I got a little bit of olive oil in the bottom to season the pan a bit. I'm going to stick a roast in there. This is half of a roast that we bought for an actual roast. And then I've got multiple veggies. I got carrots and red and orange bell pepper. I got an onion, and I've got some potatoes that I'll throw in too. But they're all going to go into different stages because I don't want them to overcook and be too soft. So I'm going to start with the meat because I haven't had lunch today, and it's already like 2 o'clock. So the sooner I can get this cooked, the better. So I'm going to drop the meat in there and throw my trash in my trash can here. So usually I use a can of Rotel tomatoes. It's kind of like tomatoes with jalapenos in them. And they're really easy to open when you have a can opener, but I forgot mine. So I have a gazillion tools in my truck to use, and I'm trying to think of a way to open it. And 10 snips is what I'm going to go with, but I thought a grinder, saw, but then I get metal shavings in my food, and I don't think that would be too yummy. So I'm gonna try to cut into this with some 10 snips here. I don't know how easy this will actually be, but let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can get in there. I think it's doable. Not the prettiest, that's for sure, but as long as there's no metal shavings, I'm good with it. It's not too bad if you go around the rim. Well, I'm getting pretty good at this. Okay. Looks good. And I can probably peel this up. Yep, just like that. And then I'm gonna dump it in on the roast, just the whole can, and then get rid of it. The tomato butts. Quality control here. Terrible. Anyways, that'll give it a little bit of spice and it'll give it a little bit of flavor as well, and a little bit of liquid to work with. And I'm going to add, I'm gonna start out with a cup of water, which is just half one of these bottles basically. And I'm going to stick, this is the seasoning, I just dumped it all together. Basically what's in here is salt and pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, because I like a little bit of spice, and there's some beef bouillon cubes in here. That'll help season this up, make it taste more like beef. Even though there's a roast in here, all this water and stuff will dilute it, so I'm putting 2 cubes of beef bouillon. But I'm gonna season this real quick, drop those cubes in, and you can put however much salt or seasoning you want, but it's not really too bad, too picky. It's whatever you want. That's what I put in, so I can go with that. So anyways, I got some coals over on the fire, and I'm gonna go stick this in the coals and let it simmer for a bit while I prep the vegetables. And then maybe an hour or so later, I'll stick the vegetables in. That way they're not all soggy, like I was saying. It's not super critical. It's just gonna be a mush camp meal anyway. So this is what it looks like. I'll get you close up and then I'll show you the coals, and we'll kind of immerse it in the coals to kind of cook it faster. Looks great, doesn't it? Actually doesn't look too bad. So just a chunk of roast, rotel tomatoes, seasoning, and you can see beef bouillon cubes there, and that'll boil into the water and give it some nice flavor. And then we'll stick the vegetables in it. But over here is where the fire is going. I just have the sticks and brush burning from around the area. And then there's a nice bed of coals that I've created right there. I'm just gonna stick that right on top of that. And then I'll keep the fire going and keep the coals going. But this is what our shelter is looking like so far. Took a break because it's getting warm in the sun there, and because I'm hungry. So I've got all the sticks laid out. We're gonna come back and trim them off, and we'll build a wall up there out of these 2 verticals, and there's 2 verticals right here. Going up, we'll build a wall and then tarp the top, and then we'll put our cot up there with our sleeping stuff. So there's a lot more to do, but overall I'm happy with the progress, and it looks pretty cool. I'm not worried about it being 2 level, as long as I don't get a headache while I sleep or something like that. It looks pretty cool, but we'll keep working on that until it looks finished and looks cool for a nice thumbnail. So let's get this food in the fire and get ready for dinner in a couple hours. Okay, we are back with the spicy roast. So I'm gonna take the lid off here. That's a little toasty. Let's get you a little close up of that before I add the rest of the stuff. It's been about an hour on medium heat. I added some onions in there earlier to get them soft. But we're going to add some more liquid and then add these vegetables, and it should look nice. actually. That's what it looks like now. Let's see what it looks like when it cooks down. Okay, let's see what a spicy roast looks like after it's been on the campfire coals for a while. Looks pretty good. What do you think? I think it looks pretty scrumptious. Mouth is already watering. I swallow that saliva. Anyways, I'm gonna chop up some of this, put it in my bowl, and eat it because it looks amazing. Let me get a more close up here. Yeah, that looks pretty stinking good. I think that's about enough for me, I'm sure. Maybe a little too much, but I'll eat it. Well, dinner was pretty good, if I do say so myself. I ended up getting a pretty good headache about an hour before I started eating, probably because I hadn't eaten all day. So that kind of made my eating not so fantastic, but it's almost gone now, almost gone. So I think the headache is probably a food headache, one of those things. But anyways, check out where I am. I am up in a tree, about, I'm gonna say 7 feet off the ground. It's above my head for sure, and I'm over 6 foot tall, so I'm up here, and this is what my view looks like. You can hear the birds chirping. You can see the fire roaring. I've been trying to do a little bit of cleanup in this area here. But I got my ladder right there, and I've got all these boards up here. I haven't tied them down. I just set them up here, and thankfully my cot sits on them nicely. Sun setting over there, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So I got the tarp up here. This is mostly just to keep the dew off of me. If it rains really hard, I'll be messed up because you can see all the holes in it, but it'll keep the dew off at least. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I haven't had the chance to. So my wife said, "Hey, you should do something for yourself sometime." I was like, "Yeah, I should." So I was like, "How about this Friday?" And so I'm gonna spend the night here, hopefully get some sleep. It's a little hard to sleep in the pitch black in the woods by yourself. Every little crunch and thing in the woods just makes you chill. But I'm 7 feet off the ground, so the only thing's gonna get me be a mountain lion or a bear. And yeah, I don't think those are around here, so I'm good. Be a wolf or something. I could shoot them from up here if I need to. So anyways, I'm gonna set up for the night and then watch some Alone, which is a TV show called Alone. I'm gonna watch Alone. And then in the morning, I don't have breakfast. I should have brought eggs and bacon. Man, that would have been nice to do. Oh well, next time I will learn. So this is just a temporary shelter. I just did it for fun for the day, but should be good. Maybe I'll take some videos in the morning and update you on how well I slept or how well I didn't sleep. And we'll catch you later. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It is officially morning. And last night was not too bad. So sleeping in the woods by yourself in pitch black is pretty creepy. But I'd have to say, sleeping in a raised platform, something above the ground where you know coyotes and wolves and bears and all that can't get you, is a lot more calming. I don't think I even cried once last night. Just kidding. I don't think I even worried last night at all. So it was nice. I had a pillow and a sleeping bag. My sleeping bag is only rated for 20 degrees above zero. And it probably got down to 40 last night. So it was on the edge of being chilly. I also have a blanket underneath of my sleeping bag too, but I didn't have to use that. I just put it underneath for insulation, so that was pretty good. The fire went out a long time ago, but there's still some smolder and stuff down there from the big logs I stuck on last night. So I'm going to clean up and head back home because I've got some work to do today on the remodel. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. But don't forget to look in the links below and descriptions below, and make sure you sign up for those if you are interested. If not, no worries, and catch you on the next one. Have a good one. God bless.